I got scammed out of $300 last week. I'm so embarrassed. It's like I'm an 89-year-old grandmother living alone and just gullible to internet thieves. But this person was actually someone I thought was in my circle of coach friends. We have 89 mutuals, bunch of people who I respect. So I thought part of my inner circle. And they were advertising a car for sale. I had just gotten a call that day from my ex-wife saying we really need to buy my son a car to go back and forth to school. And I thought it was a good idea. And just that hour afterwards, this car pops up on my Facebook page. It looks like the perfect car, the perfect price. Someone I know, we can go pick it up and we can get this thing done. So I thought it was divine intervention. I thought this was a God moment. Like, I need a car, there's a car. So I contacted the guy and I said, hey, we got a bunch of mutuals. We're in the same circles and I could really use that car. He says, great. Would you send me $300 deposit for the car? I'm like, but now my spidey sense was like, don't send the $300, but I went past it. So that's another piece of this whole thing. But I went past my spidey sense and said, okay, sure. So I Zelled the $300. And then he had me Zell it to someone else's name, his girlfriend's name, because she has the Zelle account. Again, my spidey sense was like, don't send the money. I sent the money. So 10 minutes later, he sends me a note. He says, oh, someone just offered to give me a $600 deposit instead of $300. Just send me $300 more. And I said, oh, yeah, this is not good. I'm about to get scammed. So um, I just said, thank you very much. We won't take the car. Please send me my $300 back. And we went back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And I was getting angrier and angrier and angrier. I said, you said you had a line of people to buy the car. Let someone else buy it. Give me my $300 back. Back and forth. So this is my last message, and this is where it gets crazy. So now I'm really pissed. I'm embarrassed that I got scammed. I'm furious at this guy, mostly because I'm embarrassed that I got scammed. So I sent him a note that said, this is my last transmission. I am going to spend thousands of dollars with my lawyers to get my $300. Uh, Next day, I wake up, uh, no messages from him. And then I finally get another message from him and says, no, I really want your son to have the car. Just send me $200 more and he can pick up the car today. I said, I do not want the car. I'm not picking up the car. Please send me my $300 back. I've already reported you to Facebook and I'm writing a letter to the FTC. He says, okay, I'll send you back your money. This goes on a little bit longer, back and forth again. And then finally he says he's going to send me my money immediately. And then I looked back and he blocked me. So I checked with a couple of my friends who I know really well, and they don't know who he is. But I decided not to call my friends to tell them who this guy was, just because I don't want to bother them with this. But um, I decided I sat with it for a little bit, and I decided it wasn't worth my angst, like to spend thousands of dollars to get my $300 back. To spend any more psychic energy on this was going to be a complete waste of my time. So I decided, God bless him, and to forgive him and to move on from the situation. And it just felt so good. And I told this story to a couple people, and they're all riled up just like I was. And I'm like, I forgave them. He obviously needed the $300. I'm out. I'm good. Now, I've done this before. I've lent people money when they've learned in a bad way. I've lent significant amounts of money to people who were very close to me. And I know not to lend people money, but I lent the money anyway. So I'm thinking of three different people that I lent thousands and thousands of dollars to. And all three of them defaulted on that and defaulted in a big way. One of them stopped returning my calls. Close friend. Another person was a close friend, but kept putting off the payments and stuff. And I would see this person buying things and spending money. And it was eating me alive. Like I was just feeling taken by all these people. And I read somewhere about forgiving debts to let it go. So I did some praying and meditation and I let go of the debts. I just sent them notes and said, you are free and clear. You do not owe me this money anymore. It is a gift. I'm done and I'm out. And I felt immediately better. Oh my God, I felt so free of all of this. One person is still sending me $25 a month on a $10,000 loan 5, 6, 7 years later, uh, which is kind of remarkable to me. In fact, I sent a note saying I don't even want the reminder that you owe the money, but she's still sending me the $25. Uh, what's the point of this whole thing? The point of this thing is holding on to resentments, holding on to things, and being this righteous indignation is poison. It takes your energy, it takes your attention. It doesn't do any good. I've spoken to many clients who get completely sidetracked and wrapped around the axle on things that aren't. They'll give away things for themselves in order to not be taken advantage of by in another situation. Like I just see people cut their nose off to spite their face because of the resentment, because of feeling disrespected, because of all these very real emotions. Will do things that aren't in our best interest, in the business's best interest, in our team's best interest, in our career's best interest, in our family's best interest, all because we're right. And I'm here to tell you that if you can, in fact, I was talking to one client who he was going to invest probably about $100,000 into a certain thing he was going to do, and he was terrified that he was making a mistake and he was going to lose that $100,000. I just said something simple. I said, if you made a complete mistake and lost that $100,000, does it make a difference in your life, one way or another? He's like, no, it doesn't make any difference whatsoever. It's just a little number in a bank account. I said, right. So you can't make a mistake. You really want to do this. It's really, and we've covered all the bases. It's the right thing to do. And if you lost $100,000, it's not a big deal. So think about the things that you're holding on to because of the principle of the thing. Now, again, I'm not saying don't be principled. I'm not saying, you shouldn't be respected. I'm saying, is it taking away your energy? Is it destroying your ability to concentrate? So what you do is you take a deep breath, you figure out the source of where you are upset. So for me, I wasn't so upset at that guy who got my $300 as I was upset at me for being so gullible and going past my spidey sense. So now I know that now that I got the resentment in the right place, I'm able to let go of it and forgive myself. So doing a forgiveness practice, and if you send me a DM or an email, I'll send you a beautiful forgiveness practice that you can do. Um, so yeah, this happens all day long, every day in the boardroom, in business, in the glass building, in the with your customers, with your clients, all day, every day. We're getting our feelings hurt, we're getting resentments, and they're sapping our energy. So wherever you can, forgive it, let it go, move on, be free, and look forward. Don't look in the rear view mirror, look through the windshield. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. I love you. Have a great rest of the day.